Okay, Venomjack here for the third time trying to do post-commentary because the commentary I've done before was utter crap. Anyways, the first thing I want to say is that I went up to... forget it. I went up to look up some information about the Steam port, the one that I'm playing right now, and I found out some very interesting information. First of all, the engine. Okay. First off, this is the first port of a classic Sonic game that was ever be remade and actually completely. No emulation, no using original coding, all completely remade by Taxman. If that name sounds familiar to you, it should, if you're a true Sonic fan who likes to play a fan game or two. He made the engine for Retro Sonic XG, I believe. I may just put the actual name of it up on the video. Anyways, one of the more interesting tidbits about this port is the fact that, as you probably heard in the first episode, that the original "You Can Do Anything" music wasn't included. And there was a good reason. Apparently they couldn't get the vocal copyright to actually play the vocals, and that's where I made a mistake. So anyways, I guess it was only with "You Can Do Anything" because I decided to play the intro with the US soundtrack, which I decided to keep on for just this video. And Sonic Boom still had its vocals to it. So that wasn't a real problem. So anyways, another tidbit is I don't really need to get the good ending to unlock Tails. I just have to beat the game, which I'm planning on doing for this Let's Play. So there was definitely a good chance of me getting... Actually, there's a 100% chance that I'll be playing as Tails after I beat this as Sonic. Which... he's supposed to play as he did in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So that should make playing this the second time around all that easy. Anyways, on to the actual gameplay. Anyways, right now I'm playing one of my least favorite levels, as you can see, to Collision Chaos, or as I rather call it, Collision Nightmare. This is filled with some of the worst enemies and obstacles in the game. In fact, I have an easier time on Title Tempest, which was called by some call me Johnny Crew, or as you probably will know, the Sonic versus, not Johnny versus show, where Johnny reviews several retro and new games, which Sonic CD, the original port, was one of them. I'll probably be putting a link to their channel up after this in either the description or as an annotation. Yeah, and when I actually tried playing this for the first time, not Alpine it, I had such a terrible time with Collision Chaos. Another one was Wacky Workbench, which is luckily the third to last level. And what you see here was a shock to me how Yeah, I actually managed to get a pretty decent job of collecting rings, and I wasn't even trying. And correct me if I'm wrong, this one, the music here reminds me heavily of, sounds like the Japanese music, but I could be wrong. Again. Yeah, another thing, speaking of what's different in the Steam port than the others, is you can actually use both the Sonic 2 style spin dash in this, as well as the CD style. You can actually change it up in the options menu, but I personally prefer the Sonic 2, as you can imagine. Yeah, I don't mind using the P-Loud. Anyways, I was glad I managed to get to the pass, because there's not that much actual collision in this, as there's present and future. A lot worse than in the bad future, I can only imagine. And this is the first time in the LP where I actually get to the special stage. Yeah, even though I did pretty well in that act, I did not do that well in this. Actually got pretty close this time around. So I'm pretty proud of what I did on this. Anyways, I actually managed to get that pipe back that I lost during Act 1 of Collision Chaos, so I'm not complaining. I'm probably going to be able to at least get that. Perhaps in the second run through, as with Tails, I'll probably do something getting up the good features by actually going into the past for each level to change things up, because and another thing that is said about by the Giant Crew is the fact that Tails is considered the easy mode of the classic Sonic games. And here's where I make a little error, where I actually had yeah, I just made a short error, because as I probably mentioned before, I had used Bandicam, which is crap, because not only does it give you that watermark, but it only gives you a 10-minute limit on each video you can record, which I get around by just stopping the game for a moment, then doing this. And as you can see here, this is going to be my actually best time going against Robotnik in the Collision Chaos boss. I'm dead serious. Every other time it takes me like 2 or 3 minutes just to get through. Anyways, let's move on. Tell Tempest. Yeah, and the seems like they got through Collision Chaos surprisingly quickly to actually play through Tell Tempest as well. And this is some point where I also mentioned I'll be probably posting the intro video this version of Sonic CD with the US video to show that, yeah, unlike you can do anything, Sonic Boom doesn't have that instrumental version. It does have its vocals to it. I actually love this version of Tidal Tempest. In fact, Tidal Tempest is a pretty good level, especially for water. But you manage to actually... It does have its quirks, like right here, where I actually have a hard enough time trying to get through. Anyways, besides that, the level's actually pretty easy. And again, I managed to get to the special zone without even trying. And unfortunately, once again, I completely fail at getting the time stone for this. Hold on a moment. And sorry about that, I actually had to go get something at the moment. So anyways, actually did a lot better than the first time I went through the special stage, but we're so close yet so far on this. So anyways, I also expected another video about it in at least half an hour to an hour, because I just found this experimental indie game called Insert Title Here. I'll probably explain a bit more in the actual video, because I'm going in this blind, and crap, hold on a second. Sorry about that, guys. I just realized again I had to break off a certain part of the video because I had to go get something, and that's where I made an idiotic mistake. And here's me trying to avoid these things, thinking that they actually cause damage. Actually, I don't really find this level that hard compared to Collision Chaos or Wacky Workbench, which is I call Collision Nightmare on Collision Chaos's nickname. Older brother on steroids. Anyways, having my fun. And here's a short gimmick, which I personally don't get. But I wasn't the designers. Anyways, up we go, and I believe Sonic 2 gimmick. Again, Sonic CD and Sonic 2 were being developed at the same time, so you can't say who got it first, but anyways, we're almost done with this. You guys got around 6 to 7 more minutes than you definitely did last video. Good for you. Anyways, yes, this may seem a little bit off, because again, I'm recording through Camtasia, not Camtasia. I'm recording the audio through Audacity, And in this part, it sort of reminds me of actually the Labyrinth Zone boss, where you actually have to get Robotnik because you climb up and go through water. And is invincibility an automatic hit? And here's something I always thought stupid. This boss has bubbles. No, it's going to be used as a shield, but God, if you just change up your movements, you could actually kill Sonic right here. In fact, because he must likely die of drowning if it wasn't for the bubble shield. So frankly, I don't feel sorry for him at all. Basically, it's just you collecting air bubbles throughout it while and I actually managed to hit him right there and there. Then, well, this is where the video will end. This has been Venomjack's song, and have a good time, and probably see you in the next video. And
if you're strong, you can fly, you can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle.